Have you ever felt the pull of an ancient mystery, one that whispers truths too profound to comprehend? Where does your spirit wander when life's final breath fades? What if death itself is nothing but an illusion, a shadow cast over the unbroken cycle of existence? The truth is, you've already crossed this threshold countless times before. What you fear is not death, but the enigmatic journey your soul must undertake afterward. Locked in a perpetual dance of birth and death, you stand on the brink of discovering that heaven and hell are not distant realms, but the states of your own consciousness. These are the secrets woven into the fabric of eternity, secrets we are about to unravel together. For millennia, death has whispered its secrets, veiling itself as the great unknown. Yet it is no mystery. It is a passage, a hidden doorway leading to realms unbound by the limits of flesh and blood. Imagine consciousness unshackling itself from the physical body, gliding through unseen currents, untouched by the decay of form. This is the soul's awakening, a luminous spark breaking free from its earthly shell to rejoin the eternal. In the Tibetan view, death is not an end, but a continuation, a return to the essence of all being. It is said that through death, the soul journeys into the bardos, realms cloaked in profound mystery, where the fabric of existence unravels to reveal cosmic truths. These realms, neither life nor death as we know them, are the soul's threshold to transcendence, its chance to merge with the source that is both infinite and you. Mystical traditions see death not as a cessation, but as an eternal transition. Picture a caterpillar dissolving within its cocoon, not to end, but to emerge as a butterfly, lighter, freer, transformed. Could death be the soul's metamorphosis, a journey back to the symphony of the cosmos? What if death is not an end, but an invitation to rediscover the eternal spark within? Are you ready to step closer to this hidden truth? Death is not an end, but a journey, a sacred pilgrimage through cosmic thresholds where the mysteries of existence unfold. Imagine the soul as a traveler, stepping beyond the dense veil of the physical world into realms imbued with ethereal light and profound transformation. Across the ages, mystics and sages have whispered of this journey, their words echoing through time like ancient riddles waiting to be solved. In esoteric philosophy, death is not feared, but revered as a return, a homecoming to the source of all that is. This return is not merely a departure from life, but an awakening, shedding the material burdens amassed over countless lifetimes. It is the soul's sacred rite of passage, where it sheds its earthly shell to embrace its essence, a pure consciousness unbound by space and time. What if the cycle of birth and death, known as samsara, is not a punishment, but a divine process of refinement? Each passing, each dissolution of the physical is a chance for the soul to ascend, inching closer to the ultimate realization of its true nature. Through this sacred repetition, we are given opportunities to break free from the wheel of reincarnation, to transcend the illusions of identity and form. Picture a traveler at a crossroad. The dense physical world lies behind, and before them stretches a path shimmering with potential. This path is illuminated by the wisdom of the ages found in sacred texts and whispered traditions. It is a road where burdens dissolve and the traveler's steps grow lighter with each forward motion. The soul begins to perceive the subtle realms, where purification and learning are not just possibilities, but inevitabilities. And yet, this journey is deeply personal. How one navigates these realms depends not on external forces, but on the readiness of the soul to embrace its own luminous truth. The teachings of mystics remind us that the shedding of burdens is not a passive act. It is an active surrender, a choice to release fear, attachment, and the illusions of the physical world. Can you hear the whisper of this truth within yourself? In the stillness of your being, the path reveals itself. Each step is a choice, each threshold an opportunity, leading not away from life, but deeper into the infinite tapestry of existence. To understand this journey is to understand that death is not the end. It is the ultimate passage into the eternal. Imagine consciousness as an eternal spark, much like starlight that travels across the vastness of space, never fading, never ceasing to shine. Ancient texts, including the Tibetan Book of the Dead, describe consciousness not as a mere product of the brain or body, but as a universal principle, a thread connecting every living being to a boundless cosmic intelligence. Picture it as an endless ocean, where each wave is a temporary expression of a far deeper, infinite field. When physical death occurs, consciousness does not vanish. It transcends, moving intact through luminous realms and hidden planes of existence. Mystical traditions speak of this journey as the soul's pilgrimage, a voyage through the veils of reality into profound states of awareness. These states, known as bardos in Tibetan teachings, are thresholds where the essence of life unravels, revealing dimensions that are both familiar and otherworldly. This idea echoes even in modern metaphysics. Quantum theories propose that consciousness may exist independently of the body, as a field of energy interwoven with the fabric of the universe. Whether through ancient wisdom or contemporary science, the conclusion remains the same. Consciousness is eternal, transcendent, and far beyond the fleeting nature of the physical form. As mystics suggest, this boundless awareness is not confined by time or space. It whispers of something vast and luminous, something that remains after the final breath, a radiance that endures, carrying the spark of life into realms unknown. It is here, in the great beyond, that consciousness reveals its truest nature, infinite, timeless, and interconnected with all existence. What if death is not the end, but an enigma holding the secret to life itself? For ancient cultures, understanding death was not a mere curiosity. It was a sacred pursuit, as vital as breathing. Consider the Egyptians, who crafted elaborate tombs and sacred rites, believing the afterlife mirrored the path to divine truth. Or the Tibetan monks, whose teachings in the Tibetan Book of the Dead revealed the luminous road a soul must traverse. These traditions saw death not as a grim conclusion, but as a portal to transcendence. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, a guide whispered across the ages, teaches that the soul's journey after death is fraught with choices, liberation or rebirth. It warns against clinging to fear, attachment or ignorance, for these bind the soul to the endless wheel of samsara. Through its pages, we glimpse instructions for recognizing the radiant light of truth, a chance to break free from the cycle of existence. Why does this matter? Because the moment of death is not just the body's surrender, but the soul's awakening. In that fleeting instant, the mindset we hold shapes our passage beyond. By mastering the awareness of death, ancient sages believed we could transcend fear, finding liberation that transforms not only the afterlife, but also the way we live. Death, then, is not a void. It is a mirror reflecting the profound nature of our existence. And if we dare to face its mysteries, it offers a path to the inner freedom our soul has always sought. In the enigmatic teachings of Tibetan mysticism, Bardo whispers of a realm between realms, a state of transition where the soul ventures through liminal spaces not only in death, but during life's transformative thresholds. These bardos, steeped in mystery, unravel the veil of ordinary existence, granting the soul a glimpse into a broader reality. The Tibetan Book of the Dead unveils 6 such bardos, each a portal to growth, transcendence, and liberation. Bardo, a word that echoes through Tibetan mysticism, signifies the in-between, a crossroads of existence where the soul encounters profound opportunities for transformation. Far beyond the confines of physical reality, These transitional states, captured vividly in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, guide the soul through the mysterious stages of consciousness, each brimming with potential for liberation and enlightenment. Imagine a space where time ceases to matter and identity fades into a vast, boundless unknown. This is the essence of bardo in Tibetan teachings, a journey not just of the soul after death, but of the spirit navigating life's turning points. As the Tibetan Book of the Dead reveals, these 6 bardos are not just stages, they are your keys to unlocking the mysteries of existence and transcending the ordinary. As I drift closer to the boundary between life and the infinite, the teachings of Tibetan mystics resonate deeply. They speak of a sacred unraveling, a journey through the dissolution of self, body, and mind. It is not death as we fear it, but a profound metamorphosis, like a butterfly shedding its cocoon for realms unknown. The elements of existence, earth, water, fire, air, and space, are not mere components of the physical, but symbols of a spiritual alchemy unfolding. The journey begins with earth, the grounding force, dissolving into water. A sensation of heaviness takes over, as if gravity itself whispers its final goodbye. Strength wanes, and with it, the solidity of life dissolves into fluidity. As water yields to fire, a searing dryness emerges, a thirst that signals the soul's deepening descent inward. Warmth retreats like the sun dipping below the horizon, leaving only the faint embers of life's inner flame. When fire surrenders to air, coolness envelops the body, a quiet farewell of breath, life's most delicate tether. Fleeting visions arise, glimmers of light, shadows of forgotten realms, as though the soul glimpses the architecture of another existence. Air gives way to space, and a vast, boundless stillness unfolds. In this void, the self dissolves, melting into an eternal embrace of silence and expansion. Finally, space merges with pure consciousness, a luminous awareness that transcends form. Tibetan wisdom calls this the bardo of dharmata, where the radiant light of ultimate truth reveals itself. It is here, in this hallowed moment, that liberation beckons. Recognizing the light as the soul's true essence means breaking free from the wheel of rebirth, ascending into an infinite ocean of peace. Yet for many, fear and attachment obscure the light, pulling them back into cycles of suffering. These sacred transitions, described in the Bardo Todol, are not endings, but awakenings. Thresholds that strip away the veils of illusion. For those who approach with reverence and preparation, death is no longer an adversary, but a guide, leading the soul to its truest, highest nature, luminous, boundless, and free. The luminous bardo of dharmata is not merely a stage in the soul's journey, it is the ultimate threshold where the veils of illusion are torn asunder, revealing the boundless light of reality itself. This is not a light you see with your eyes, but a light you feel, vast, formless, and eternal, like the first glimmers of dawn spilling over an endless ocean. Here, in this luminous realm, lies the pure essence of truth, untouched by the limitations of the physical world. It is a moment of profound reckoning, where the soul comes face to face with its own deepest nature. Imagine yourself as a traveler, standing at the edge of a great precipice. Beneath you stretches an infinite abyss, shimmering with a light so radiant it seems both welcoming and overwhelming. The light is not external, it emanates from within, calling you to remember who you truly are. But this recognition is no simple task. To embrace the luminous light is to let go of everything you have ever known. Your identity, your attachments, and even your fears. It is the ultimate act of surrender, and through it, liberation becomes possible. For those who are prepared, the light becomes a gateway to enlightenment itself. It is as though the soul is reunited with a long-forgotten home, where the cycle of birth and death finally dissolves. But for many, the experience is clouded by fear and ignorance. the accumulated habits of countless lifetimes. As the light begins to fade, the soul encounters visions, deities serene and wrathful, their forms shifting like clouds in a storm. These figures are not external gods or demons. They are reflections of the soul's own karma, emotions and consciousness brought to life in vivid symbolic imagery. The Tibetan masters describe these visions as the soul's mirror. Picture an ancient, enchanted mirror found in the heart of a long-forgotten temple. As you gaze into its surface, every shadow and light within your being is revealed, your fears, your hopes, your love, and your anger. The serene deities reflect the soul's capacity for peace and compassion, while the wrathful ones embody the unresolved struggles and attachments that bind it to the cycle of samsara. Each vision, whether gentle or terrifying, is a chance for the soul to see through its illusions and release the patterns that keep it trapped. This bardo is not simply a state of transition, it is a test of the soul's clarity. The teachings of the Tibetan Book of the Dead liken it to a hidden manuscript, buried in the sands of time, waiting to be discovered. Within its sacred pages lies the wisdom to navigate this luminous realm, to recognize the clear light as the soul's true essence, and to achieve liberation. The text whispers to those who dare to listen, "This light is you. This truth is yours. Let go of the illusions and you will be free." But the journey is perilous. As the luminous light fades, the soul often becomes lost in its own projections. Like a wanderer trapped in a shifting labyrinth, the deities, once symbols of truth, now appear as shadows of fear and confusion. The soul, unable to recognize the illusions for what they are, is drawn back into the cycles of rebirth. It becomes like a moth circling a flame, unable to escape the patterns that have defined it for lifetimes. Now, imagine yourself standing in this luminous bardo. You are surrounded by radiant light, its warmth filling you with a sense of profound peace. Yet as the moments pass, the light begins to shift, revealing forms both beautiful and terrifying. Can you see these visions for what they truly are, mere echoes of your own mind? Or will you become ensnared by the illusions, drawn back into the web of samsara? The Tibetan masters understood the power of preparation. They taught that to face the luminous bardo of dharmata, one must cultivate a life of awareness, detachment, and compassion. By mastering these qualities, the soul becomes like a steady flame, undisturbed by the winds of illusion. Only then can it recognize the light for what it truly is, a reflection of its own divine essence. So close your eyes and imagine. What would you see in the mirror of your soul? Would you have the courage to embrace the light, or would fear hold you back? The answer lies within, waiting to be discovered, like a forgotten treasure hidden deep within the labyrinth of your being. The luminous bardo is not just a passage after death. It is a journey we prepare for every day of our lives, a journey to remember who we truly are. Have you ever wondered what your dreams reveal about your soul's journey? In the fifth state of the bardos, known as the bardo of dream, the veil between life and death grows thin. This is the realm where the boundaries of the physical body dissolve into the shifting sands of dreams. Much like the myths of Tibetan monks who gained lucidity within their dreams, this state is not merely a fleeting escape, but an opportunity, a labyrinth of twilight shadows that teaches us the illusory nature of existence. Imagine walking a path where every turn unveils a mirror reflecting fragments of your deepest truths. Dream practice, a cornerstone of bardo training, prepares the soul for its ultimate journey, guiding it to recognize these reflections and awaken to the clarity of its essence. What if meditation were a doorway to another dimension, a serene lighthouse guiding the spirit through endless fog? The sixth and final bardo, the bardo of meditation, transcends the confines of life and death. It is here, in moments of deep introspection, that practitioners may touch the clear light of awareness, a radiant ocean of pure consciousness that dissolves all egoic boundaries. Mystics tell of souls who, through meditation, glimpsed the infinite and returned forever transformed. As you sit in stillness, imagine each breath as a key unlocking this hidden realm, where time ceases to matter and the soul begins to understand its boundless nature. In this bardo, the light is not external. It is your essence, waiting to guide you home. The journey through the bardos is only the beginning. If you're drawn to unraveling the secrets of existence and exploring the profound mysteries that lie beyond, subscribe to Path to the Unknown. Join us as we continue to explore the hidden realms of consciousness, where every discovery brings us closer to understanding the eternal. Your path to the unknown begins here.